Press forward while I take a Skype call. Look who it is. Our sweet boy.
I went, oh!
Cody.
I tell you what.
Hi.
How
Hi,
are you,
Garrett.
Code?
I'm in a good mood.
You're in a good mood? I'm a down in the dumps kind of sad baby boy. I've got all these problems.
That's why I'm here to cheer you up, Garrett.
Well, how do you think the audio sounds now? Is the game audio just too
Game audio's fine. I just checked it because I just muted it. It's fine.
You checked it out? Look at these guys. These
Yes.
jokers.
Sounds good.
I think they can fuck with me. I'm trying to fluidly run through this level. I'm having some aiming difficulty.
Just gotta shoot and go, man.
Oh.
Just shoot and go. That's how it goes.
You play any of this game yet, Code?
No, I haven't played any of the new Doom, but I was surprised to hear that it's real good. And after seeing the intro to the game, I was pretty sold on it. So I think down the line, I think I'm gonna have to pick up this fucking game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I haven't even fucked with online multiplayer. I did a little bit of like the snap map thing to kind of see what it is.
Snap map seems pretty cool because it seems like there's a lot of
time consuming though.
Yeah, it seems like people can make some cool shit in it. So it just depends on if the community is there to like make that stuff. Multiplayer looks like dog shit. Like that beta was fucking terrible. And everything out of that thing just looks like it's trying to be Halo, and that's like not what you go. That's not what you go to Doom for.
Yeah, I think the multiplayer. I didn't play that beta, and I'm not too, like in a hurry to get on the actual game. But now that I own it, getting the special edition enabled me for the first time I think ever a season pass for a game. So it seems like it's all multiplayer shit that I'm not probably gonna utilize.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so looking into the single player, like, I remember that the E3 they revealed it at last E3. They're like, when they got on stage, they're like, all right, guys, we know what you want to do. You want it fast. And I remember when they showed that demo initially, it was them slowly walking and then like examining things. Like, no, you should be fucking running through here, dodging fucking fireballs and fucking shit up.
Was that them like testing the waters?
No, it was them showing the demo, but they were doing the generic E3 stage demo thing where you take it slow and you show the environment. Like you slowly walk up to the shotgun and you pick up the shotgun.
Gotcha.
Like it wasn't conveying Doom well. And I remember after seeing that stage demo, I was just like, no, this isn't Doom.
Yeah.
But then there was no reviews, there's no pre-release anything for this game.
And that was scary. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that either means that they're super confident or they're not confident whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, just like it came out, and then I remember just seeing literally footage of the intro, and you're coming out of the Doom guy is coming out of his fucking sarcophagus, and he's just fucking shit up. And then there's a altar around the Doom guy armor, and you get the Doom guy armor, and the guy just comes on. He's like, "Listen, I got a proposition for you. We can help each other out." And you just punch the computer. And you're like, "Fuck that."
You just be my Doom guy, and I'll help you. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah, no, it's that like everything about that intro is just like, okay, this is fucking Doom, and then like
I mean, it doesn't have to make much sense.
Oh, it's just dumb bullshit, and it's like it totally knows what it is, and that's really fucking cool. And then just the fact of like inside the game itself, like the power-ups, like the armor power-up is literally a green floating armor thing. It's like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, they stuck to like the original game has 4 or 3 key card colors, green armor, blue health.
It's very much like it's them modernizing Doom, but not in the way of making it like modern shooters, because if they went that route, that would be complete failure.
And I didn't think I would like the whole glory kill system, but it is really fluid. And since you're gaining like ammo and health, it kind of invokes you to use it more. And I do like how it keeps you in the face of the enemy at all times.
Yeah.
That's why the grenade launcher is just the best thing to fuck. Or the shotgun is like, I can't wait for the super shotgun.
Yeah. It seems really cool. It seems like that somehow like turned out really good. Like after that E3 demo, I remember coming off like really like whatever on it. I remember that beta was just fucking like, this seems like a joke. Like this seems like them trying to make fucking Halo, and then just no review, no pre-release reviews whatsoever, and then just somehow it seems like the single player of this game is like solid in what you want. So I'm definitely tempted to pick it up sometime soon. Um, but hey, I'm here to talk about something else, Garrett.
Cody, what are you here to talk about?
There's some news that came out a couple days ago.
You know, I don't know of any news. I don't even have cable television.
Yeah,
I
listen,
get no
I know
news.
you're 100% in the dark except for Wednesday nights, and it's my job to fill you in
To inform me, Cody.
Every Wednesday night. Though
Here comes the shit.
I miss filling you in the past while. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes, what's going on? What, my brother?
So Khara, Studio Khara,
Khara.
you know them well.
Oh, yeah.
They have officially announced their 10th anniversary event. They put a logo up and they're like, hey, in Tokyo this fall, we're gonna have a 10th anniversary event. And it's like, hey, we're gonna have some shit there.
Ooh, some shit. What kind of shit?
It's coming that fall. I mean, we don't know yet, but hey, that's coming this fall. Like Godzilla comes out in July, and then after that, Ono seems like he's kind of stated before that like after Godzilla's done, like going full force back on a certain project. I mean, like considering there's a 10th anniversary event around Khara, like maybe it seems like we're finally gonna get to hear about something you and me love so dearly.
Do you think there's gonna be some Eva news? You know, now Hideki Anno's live-action Godzilla,
It'll be done.
duties are gonna be fulfilled. His contract's gonna be up. He can go work on that. You know, Miyazaki told him, you gotta finish the Eva
Yeah,
series.
Ono was a sad little boy, and he's like, I can't do this anymore.
He
then
needed
he was
a pep
like,
talk from Pup Pup.
but then Mr.
Pup Pup, give me a pep talk.
And
Daddy,
then
I need help. And
and then
Miyazaki-san said,
he
I'll
whispered
help
in
you.
his ear. He whispered in his ear, he's like, you need to do it. Not
that
for
what he
you,
whispered?
not for me. He got right in his ear. He got right in his ear. He leaned in, and he said, do it.
You know, good thing Anno wasn't whispering in Miyazaki's ear, because he's got that cute little mustache that would have tickled his ear from.
Yeah, well, I mean, they both got like little mustaches, so I think
Yeah,
there's
that's
tickling
kinda the
both.
way.
There's tickling both ways.
I'm
but
kind of trying to grow based on I've kind of got the Anno mustache there, the kind of shitty beard and mustache. I'm right kind of there with when he did that interview with going back to his elementary school.
Yeah, so you want to be real like '90s shit-faced Ono, like that's what you're saying. How you want to appeal in your 30s?
Yeah, like really having difficulties with women, multiple women that I'm involved in professional aspect. You know, they're working on my show, but I'm also, romantically involved, causing all kinds of issues.
You're slowly realizing that you gotta go real deep down to get all the way up. So you're realizing you gotta put yourself in a position. You want to be in Ono's position. You want to be real fucked up in your 30s. So when you're in your 50s, you're baller.
Yeah, you just got it. You know what you're doing. You're all made in the shade. It's all you got it all figured out.
Yeah, no, I understand your plan fully, and I support it all the way.
Okay. Well, at that point, you took life by the horns, and congratulations.
Yeah, no, but
I gotta figure out where to go, Cody.
I don't like to come on here and just give like some empty hope, but I mean I feel like it's been nearly 4 years, Garrett, since the last movie came out, and we had our whole thing, and nearly like 4 years ago we did our little podcast and we talked about it.
Yeah, 4 years, and this year was the first time it was available officially in the United States.
Yeah, go figure.
Through Funimation, go figure.
They
got it out though. It's here.
I had that Blu-ray for almost 4 years, and it's just like, oh man, you can go to your local Wally World and go pick up your copy.
At Walmart. It's a hell of a thing.
I'm so
seeing it on the.
I'm so horny.
Yeah, I know, Code. Seeing it on the store shelves there in Walmart is kind of
Yeah, you just go to Walmart. You move over the like used like tore up Family Guy season box sets.
Now, I don't want you using Wally World as an acronym for anything, because you might confuse some kids out there thinking they're going to like
a theme park or something. Well, yeah, I don't want to get false hope, because I mean the worst thing you do is tell somebody we're going to Wally World and say you're gonna have to get up real early in the morning, and then you're actually going to Walmart when you think it's an amusement park, because that's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, kids, they're impressionable. You don't want to upset them by false hoping them into some type of theme park or attraction.
Yeah, that's the worst you could do, and I feel sorry And for anyone that's ever experienced that in their entire life, and I will not be the one today to cause that traumatic effect on anyone viewing the stream currently.
Be part of the solution, not a part of the problem, Code.
Yeah.
Well,
but Garrett, there's another thing.
Yes, there is. Now, I wanted, before you move on, back to the Anno thing. I read, and it was posted by the Eva Geeks guy, a great interview with Sadamoto, the creator of the manga.
I read that today. Sadamoto was in Spain or whatever, and Anime News Network did an interview with him, and they were basically talking like, oh, what's going on with Ava? And he's like, I don't know what's going on in Anno's head. Oh, how do you feel about Ava? That shit's fucking done. He's fucking done. He did the manga for 20 years. He's totally burned.
Yeah, he's done with Ava, he says.
The interesting thing to come out of that is they asked about the new Fooly stuff, and he was like he has no. I think he probably like talked with them, like he talked to some people from IG, because originally the project was going to be started by Gainax and IG, but it was fully done by Gainax once Gainax acquired the rights. So he was in talks during that time period. Though the press release that Turner put out a couple months ago put Sadamoto down as the character designer of season 2. So
yeah,
maybe
he did say that they were gonna be using his work at least.
So the weird thing is like he was saying like he wasn't sure he's gonna be on season 2, but the Turner press release already stated that he was on for character designer. So maybe there was some weird stuff going on there where maybe he said yes back when it was the agreement with Gainax and Production IG, and then it switched to when it switched fully to IG.
He doesn't know if he's still on.
But it carried over, but they think he's still on, but he doesn't know if he's still on or not, even though they've stated that he's still on. So who knows?
What?
I think it'll work out in the end. It'll work out in the end. I don't think anything terrible's like this. I don't think this is bad news or anything. I just think it's so. I think it's so early in production to even like for this to even matter. Like they'll probably work it out within the next.
And it seems like they're still using his designs. At least in that interview, you know, he said like they're gonna use his character designs from the first season, so the show's gonna probably look the same.
Haruko's gonna look like Haruko, and that's all he wants.
That's all that matters.
Hey, Sadamoto knows how to make you look at characters, and
he's developed some of my favorite characters. I think the look of his character design is what sold me on Fooly Cooly as a DVD set before I had ever seen an episode. I was like in a Suncoast, and I remember the quote on the back of the DVD box was like, and something about Nauta can't stop the robots from popping out of his head, and I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. But I could tell it was Production IG, and it had that same look, and I was like, this is like way too familiar and reminiscent of Eva. And then came to find out Sadamoto was the character designer on both of them. Yeah, and the director of that show was the director of the first half of End of Eva, and currently the co-director on all the Rebuild movies. Look at that. What is that gentleman's name? I can never remember that guy's name. I don't remember his name either. I just always reference him as, Anno gets top billing, everyone else gets shit on. That's how it works. His name's long, but it's and either way, he's Anno's pretty much like protege. He's always been, and yeah, like Fooly Cooly has always been his crowning achievement, along with like the first half of End of Eva, because he directed the whole first half, and like whenever. So my original introduction to Sadamoto's art wasn't necessarily Eva, because Eva kind of came in at very slow intervals throughout my life, and then eventually I got fully into Eva. But early on, there's two things in particular that introduced me to Sadamoto's art style. That was Fooly, and it also was dot hack. Oh yeah, you know what? I've got a bunch of his art books, and there's a lot of dot hack stuff in there, but I know nothing about. I remember them being games. Those games are so fucking cool. Really? The original 3, because so the premise is it's a game about you're playing a person playing an MMO called The World. And the way this, okay. So the way the game was designed, it was designed like a fake MMO. So there was actually, when you loaded up the game, you would go to a fake like login screen for the world, and you would see like news updates as the game progressed, like weird information. You have emails and shit, and then you go into this single player RPG, but it's presented like an MMO. Like people will be logging in, and it's such a fucking cool concept. Like, it's such a fucking cool thing. I love those first 3 games. Like the fucking later stuff, those games for PS2, like the later stuff beyond the first trilogy, I didn't care for, but those first 3 games were really fucking cool. Really? I think Sadamoto's like designs were always really fucking good. Like I love the way
characters' faces, like Satomo does faces really fucking well.
Yeah, it is really something to be said about, like, not so much like clothing and items, but the faces and the bodies
Yeah,
that he draws
that's
and
like
designs.
that's the stuff that like sticks out to me always is
Yeah.
the way he does his faces. And yeah, like so like characters in that, and then on top of like Fooly Cooly, and then like Ava kind of came around like in 2003. Toonami did Giant Robot Week, and they showed the first 2 episodes of Ava, and that's where I first saw Ava. Then, and those first 2 episodes, like they were butchered. They cut out all the Misato drinking on the Toonami area. So that was the initial time that I saw it, and then around like
How
2005.
dare they edit that scene?
So that was like my introduction to Ava, and all I saw for the longest time. And then I saw like bits and pieces of it back when. So they after that whole thing, they aired it on Adult Swim around 2005, and I remember seeing like a couple episodes, but kind of out of context, and just seeing episodes there. And then it wasn't until, well, I mean, I started getting into you guys in like 2008, and you guys started talking about Ava. So around like, you know, a little bit into that time period, I was like, you know what, I need to go back to this and like truly get into this. And that's when I got into Ava initially.
We led you down that dark path.
Yeah, I was on the path, but you put me back on it. I saw
weird.
it a couple times, but I strayed off. Hey, it worked out.
That's so weird. Man, I don't know where to fucking go from here, Code. I hate that. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go.
Oh man. Well, you see, you got a map. That's step
I do.
one.
Luckily, I got a map. I just I get lost when I start having conversations.
Hey, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to get lost.
You keep the conversation so enthralling that I'm just like sucked in.
Sucked all in. I like to. Hey, I like to suck you, Garrett. It's just don't worry.
Wait, whoa.
But listen, Garrett. There's the one. There's
fuck you.
Before I go, there's one thing I want to talk.
Yeah, go ahead. One thing.
So
I'll
there's a new Trigger show.
Oh, okay.
And it's been airing for a little bit. From the director of Kill la Kill. It's a little short series. Each episode's about like 7 minutes long. It's called Space Patrol Luluco. Have you watched any Space Patrol Luluco?
No, I have not. I've never even heard of it.
So, Trigger has 2 shows out right now, and that little short series is completely fucking his style. And in a lot of ways, there's some similarities to Kill la Kill. And if you like Kill la Kill, I think you should definitely watch Space Patrol Luluco. And it's a really goofy show. It kind of mixes the style. It kind of like goes all the way in like the half, like remember in like Kill la Kill where it got kind of like American cartoony at sometimes, where kind of like panty and stocking, but it was also it got like the midway point. So the entire style of this show is kind of that in between of like not all the way panty and stocking, but just kind of that little weird in between. And there's a lot of really cool shit in that show. It's real fucking goofy. It's a lot of fucking fun. Each episode's only like 7 minutes long. There's only like I think
is
like
it about
6
like
episodes.
I assume a female space cop?
So yes, it's about a female space cop because her dad was a space cop, and
such a common character in anime. The female space patrol.
Yeah.
Woman.
Hey, space cops are fucking cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, being a space pirate on the run from space cops is almost cool.
Hey, you might see some space pirates in this show.
Jesus, does it fit into other Trigger series? You think?
I'm not gonna say.
Not gonna say. All right.
Because I think you should see it for yourself.
And where do you watch such a brand new and currently airing program?
On one of the favorite best anime websites where you can watch anime as soon as they're released, such as Crunchyroll.com.
Oh, Crunchyroll.com. So you're putting me behind a paywall. I see.
Well, I mean, I could put you behind a paywall, or you know, you.
No, I just spoke at the top of the show about how if you want to watch something, you should pay for it at this point.
We
kind of went over that on the podcast last week or 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I agree completely, but you know, sometimes there's ways to go a little bit under the table, and no one will speak none the wiser. You get what I'm saying? But
none
listen,
the wiser. Well, I don't know about what kind of sites you're on.
Well,
who knows
listen,
what kind of
but
red
I condone Crunchyroll.
Jerkspank.jizz or whatever.
Hey,
I'm so horny.
I don't know what you do in that spare time of yours. Laptop, probably filthy dirty.
We'll let it be a mystery. And that's what I'll say.
These guys are big.
But Garrett, I think you'll love it. I think you should check it out. I think you'll have a lot of good fun with it.
All right, I will. Space
Patrol Luluco.
Maiden.
No, no, Garrett. It's Space.
What's her name?
Patrol Luluco.
Yuyuko. I'm gonna just look up new trigger. I'm gonna Google new trigger anime.
But if you do that, there's actually another trigger show that's currently.
Well, I won't watch that one unless it's got a fucking girl in a space outfit.
Well, okay. Garrett, I just don't want you to get confused. I just don't want.
Guys a lot.
Just fucking keep running. It's fucking Doom.
I don't want to get. Oh, I hate the shield guys a lot.
I think the area that you're at, there's a cool power up you can get to rip shit up. If you find that cool power up, that's just my tip.
What are you saying?
There's something. I think there's something cool around where you're currently
right
at,
here, baby.
And you find that shit and you fuck some shit.
Who needs a sword of berserk when you're just fucking all around berserk?
Yeah, just fuck some shit up.
Bye. Oh, I ripped his heart out.
Fuck it up.
Cody, did you see that ultra violence?
I fucking
Oh my god, I'm pumped.
Video games. I shop at Hot Topic, and this is my
Who's
one.
next?
Fuck 'em up.
Where is everyone? I need an imp or two.
Yeah, you just god.
Okay, now it's over.
All right, well, Garrett, this has been fun. I'm glad to contribute to your show in a productive way, and I hope that everyone else follows suit.
Whoa.
And does the same. So thank you, Garrett.
Cody, thank you very much for calling in. Thanks for that Anno discussion. We covered all things anime, from Trigger to Production IG.
Trigger to
favorites.
We're going all over the place. And
I'm glad you're looking into Doom, because yeah, man, it's if you can get a copy of this.
I was surprised by it, but I was deep in Uncharted, so I kind of already.
There's nothing but good stuff about Uncharted.
Oh, it's a real good game. It's really fucking good. And you haven't played Uncharted.
No, I've never played any of them.
Which I'm surprised, because this is actually something I found out recently. So, the original creator of Uncharted, Amy Higgin, she was originally behind all the Legacy of Kain games.
Really?
And, like that's like all your favorite shit, and like she went from doing those games to directing Uncharted. She didn't direct this one because The Last of Us people directed this one, but like she directed the first three, and I was like, I think.
Didn't the Last of Us guy come on to direct this one?
Yeah, he directed 4, but like the first 3 were done by Amy Higgin.
Really?
And yeah, she was a part of all the Legacy of Kain games, directed all of them.
Wow,
and I was like,
I had no idea.
I remember seeing that because I was just looking up various stuff about Uncharted after playing it, and I was just like, Garrett should probably play these games eventually.
Who the fuck is doing that?
But hey, no, I took up your time. Hey Garrett, I'm going.
Cody,
thank
you. You're a beard. I love it.
Thank you, Garrett.
Good night. Night, boo boo. All right, enough of this shit.
I hope everyone's enjoying the live broadcast.
Guys,